the recording. We are so excited, you guys, about this program. And I can't even remember who. I feel like it was Ray initially and Katie. They were like, you know, we should redo this program. And then it kind of just became what it was. And we have spent a lot of time trying to really make this not just a great program, but one of the best startup basic content all the way up into leadership programs you've ever seen. So we are going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to start first by letting us introduce ourselves so y'all know who we are and how long we've been doing Scentsy. And then we're going to get started with the actual content. So I'm Chloe, and I have been with Scentsy for, it'll be 8 years in November. And I'm the superstar director of all of these groups, which is entirely insane. And I'm so grateful and so thankful to have you guys, especially during a time like this, because y'all are just, most of you guys are just really positive, and you really set the bar high for other Scentsy consultants in the world. And so I'm so grateful. I have 2 kids. A lot of y'all may not, you may know that or may not. I have a 5-year-old and I also have a 6-month-old. And I did this program actually about 5-6 years ago with some other leaders, and it was a great program, but it's just extremely outdated. And so we really wanted a fresh take on it, and I'm excited. Chasity?
Hey y'all, so my name is Chasity Robinson, and I am the Superstar Director for Shine Your Light group of teams, and Chloe Cox is my sponsor. I actually didn't even tell her I was going to join until like I was already done. She was in Vegas and I'm like, let's do this. So for those of you that don't know me, I still work full time. I am a teacher figuring out this life with online learning out of nowhere. I have 2 crazy children that I love very dearly. And I have a police officer husband who keeps me grounded. And I have been doing this for 4 years. And I mean, I've just followed Chloe, and she'll lead you to the top, y'all. So I'm so excited for this program, and I am so proud of all of you guys that are showing up for it. And our vision is just to grab you guys by the hands and bring you all to the top with us. You know, there's room for everybody.
Katie?
My name is Katie Lassiter, and I am the Superstar Director for Team and Group Redeemed Blessings. I joined, it's been 3 years this past January, which is insane. It's gone by incredibly fast. And initially when I joined, I just wanted to make $200 to $300 extra a month. Literally, I joined because the Stargaze warmer was $50 and the join kit was $49. And my husband talked me into joining, and I just wanted to make $200 to $300 extra a month. And I literally just watched everything that Chloe did. Boss Babe Basics was the program I trained myself on when I first joined. My sponsor didn't really train me, and I found that program on YouTube and watched it and literally did everything in that program month after month. And once I saw the income potential, I wanted to be home with my son. I have a 4-year-old son, and I've wanted to be home with him since literally the day I found out I was pregnant. And last May, because of Scentsy, I got to be home with my baby now. And I've been home almost a year. Next month will be a year. Crazy. Absolutely insane. So y'all watch her leaders, watch what they're doing, soak up all that information and repeat it. Duplicate it, make it your own, and do it month after month, and it'll take you so far. So far.
Okay, my turn.
Your turn. And you're going to launch the program.
Yay! Okay, so my name, most of you know me as Ray, but my official name is Rachel Spear. It's spelled like Rochelle, so a lot of people call me Rochelle. That's why I go by Ray because no one can pronounce my name right, which it's not y'all's fault, it's my parents' fault. So we'll go with that. But I did recently just get married, so my name will be changing to Rachel Anderson officially, but if you look at me on the Scentsy website, it is under Rachel Spear still. I've been with Scentsy for 2.5 years. and I'm obsessed. You guys probably already know that, but I recently left my nursing job because I'm a full-time RN, or I was. I just left it in January, so I'm still getting the hang of this whole like Scentsy consultant full-time thing, and it's pretty cool to have all this freedom, y'all. It's like I can't even explain it really. I do not have any kids. Well, I'll take that back. I have children, but they have 4 legs and fur. I have 6 of them, so my house is like a zoo at all times. Literally, feel free to come pet them for free. But yeah, so I'm super excited to launch this training with you guys. First of all, if you have never watched the original Boss Babe Basics, I still highly suggest you go back and watch it. That is how I trained myself. It has so many good things, and yes, we're going to reiterate a lot of that here, but I mean, you can never train yourself too much. I truly believe that. So, all right, so Guide to Growth. I'm super excited. So we're going to kind of split it up, and at the end of every week, we are going to give you guys a homework to do. We will announce that homework on the Facebook page that we created for this group, so just be aware of that. And we do expect you guys to do the homework, okay? It's not going to be anything like crazy like you're back in school, but it is going to be things that are going to be helpful, and you're going to thank yourself for actually doing and showing up and doing the work, okay? So the first thing that week 1 is all about setting the foundation, okay? So we're going to pretend like you're a brand new consultant, you know, just hit join, you just had that congratulations, you're now a Scentsy consultant. Whether you've been in for 5 years or you are a brand new consultant, like we all need to go back to the basics, okay? Every single one of us. So the first thing that I'm going to talk about is training. Where to find trainings. There's multiple different avenues we can go about that. But at the end of the day, it is not your sponsors or your uplines, it is not their responsibility to train you, okay? They are there as a mentor. They're there to guide you. They're there to show you the ropes. But at the end of the day, you have to be the one who's going to put in the work. You have to be the one that's going to watch the trainings and show up, okay? Because you are now a business owner. You're now a business owner. Isn't that great? It's kind of crazy, but you're a business owner because you put your social security number in the Scentsy website, and voila, here you are, okay? So the first thing, the training center, and I actually have it pulled up so I can show you guys, but there's multiple different areas to find trainings. The workstation, okay, the training center on the workstation is a great tool. We have all 4 of us on here, all 4 SSDs on here have our own YouTube channel, but there's also other SSDs, other star directors that have their own YouTube channel that you can go and watch their trainings, okay, and learn from anyone in Scentsy, okay? Another really good tool is going to be the Scentsy Facebook page, the official Scentsy Facebook page. They do trainings on products up there all the time. If you're not following them, I highly suggest you do. And then the other place to get really good training is right in your director's team page, okay? Go to the files tab. If you're searching for bag parties or home parties or recruiting skills, literally just type it into the search bar of that group, and anything that's ever been said about that is gonna pop up, even if it's from 6 years ago, okay? I still go to Chloe's page and type in stuff, and stuff literally 8 years ago pops up, okay? So it is your responsibility at the end of the day to train yourself, okay? If you're not going to train yourself, then I don't know what you're doing here, okay? Like if you're here as a hobbyist, great. But if you're here to make money, you're going to have to train yourself, because just because something's working now doesn't mean 3 months from now it's going to work for you, okay? Things are constantly changing in this business. Things are constantly changing in the world, AKA we're in a freaking pandemic. And what we were doing with bag parties, home parties, it's not working now. So we're all having to adapt and work from online. So y'all aren't going to be able to see this like super well because clearly I'm on my phone. Okay. But I'm going to turn the camera. So the first thing I was going to show you guys is YouTube, okay? If you do not have a YouTube account, I highly suggest you get one. It's really easy. Literally just make an account, and then you can subscribe to a ton of channels. So for example, this is my personal. I'm subscribed to Chloe's page, to Rachel's Pence's page, Katie's page, Chastity's page. Okay, there's so many different pages you can subscribe to. That way, when Chloe puts up a new video, it's automatically, I'm not sure what's happening. Jessica Lewis is screen sharing. I don't know what's happening. Okay. So as soon as, what I was trying to say is when Chloe uploads a new video, or whoever you're subscribed to uploads a new video, you will get a notification. Oh, yeah. You will get a notification saying, hey, this person just uploaded a new video. Okay. So, and then all right, this is the Scentsy official page. Okay, so you can go through here, see what they're posting about, see what they train about. They do live videos all the time. And then last but not least, let's see. If you go over here to the sidebar, you can go down to training right here. Okay, search whatever you want, videos, FAQs, training events, new consultants, anything here. Okay, so let me turn it around. Sorry, y'all. So at the end of the day, it's your duty to train yourself, okay? All right, Chas, you're up for the awards. Yes, the YouTube pages, they will be available at the end of the training, okay? So you guys can subscribe to all of them. All right, go Chas. Chloe, I don't know how to do that. I don't have that option. Hold on.
Okay, I think I'm in business.
Yeah, I just unmuted you. I don't know how to make you a host, Chloe, though. I don't have that option. Okay, go ahead, Chas.
All right, sorry, y'all. Technology, I mean, we all know. And I mean, I'm glad y'all are laughing at us. Sorry, it just happens this way. So anyways, guys, I am here to talk to you guys about the new consultant awards. So number one, if you are brand new and you're watching this, this is the perfect opportunity for you, because I can't tell you the amount of new consultants that have joined that didn't know anything about the new consultant awards. And that's honestly because of a lack of training themselves. And I'm going to just be honest with you guys. When most of us joined, the workstation didn't have half of the things that it has on now. And they have been doing a really, really good job of uploading more trainings and more things that really will help you guys. So even if you aren't brand new, this is essential information for you to understand so that you can appropriately train your people to earn these awards. Because statistically, the more people that earn these awards, those are going to be your rising directors. Those are going to be your people that are really going to be up at the forefront of your business. So the first award is the Shooting Star Award. So I'm sure if you guys have been with Scentsy, hopefully you know what the Shooting Star Award is. The Shooting Star Award, and I'm actually going to share my screen with you guys. And I have, I'm going to share my screen with you guys so I can show you some really great things that we've put together and some things that are going to be really helpful for you. So give me a thumbs up, Chloe or Ray Ray, somebody, if you can see the screen. Okay, perfect. So Shooting Star Award. I just made this quick little graphic today so that you can make sure that you remember. Sell at least 500 PRV within your first 15 days. So the big thing to understand with Scentsy is that there are quite a bit of acronyms that you are going to need to learn and kind of figure out as you go. PRV stands for personal retail volume. And if you are here in the US, that means it's a 1-to-1 ratio, meaning anything that you spend or that your customers spend money on at full price, you're going to get that PRV dollar amount back, except for on some very specific items, such as the whiff box, the licensed items like Disney, and any other types of things like that, that you're going to get just a little bit less PRV because Scentsy pays the royalty fees on it. So that PRV number is really, really important to pay attention to. And one trick that I learned when I first joined is if I ever had a question about whether something was like the full price of PRV, for instance, 6 Scentsy bars is 30 PRV, but our whiff box is $30. However, you only get 25 PRV for it because it's already bundled and saved for you. So one thing that I would do when I was trying to make sure that I was getting the correct amount of PRV is enter it into your workstation. You can just pull up a fake customer, enter it in, and it will actually tell you what the PRV is. So when you sell 500 in your first 15 days, you are eligible for the Shooting Star Kit. Now, this kit is not a requirement for you, but let me tell you, this kit is amazing. I'm not going to go through the specifics of the kit because each season the kits change. So if you want to see what is in the current kit, you can type in starter kit in your workstation in the top corner, and it will be able to pull up the current starter kit, the host exclusive kit, and the Shooting Star Kit. It will give you very good details on that. So that kit is $200, but you're getting, I want to say 300 or more value in that. Like I said, it's not required. However, it is a great thing to invest into your business. And if you're buying it, you are going to earn PRV on that. So that's a great thing. And then you're also going to earn a Shooting Star charm and bracelet or a lapel pin. So one thing I wanted to talk to you guys and make sure that you guys knew is that you can actually go into your workstation and change which type of award you want to get. So when you earn awards such as Shooting Star, or you are the leader of the person that earns Shooting Star, Scentsation Start, etc., you get awards from Scentsy, pins, and a trainer award. I don't know, the weather is going crazy all of a sudden. Sorry, y'all. So you can choose if you want to get bracelets, and the lapel pin is like what you would wear on a lanyard. So if you want to change that, you can change it at any time, and I just get the lapel pins. You go to your account tab, and I know the workstation's changed a little bit, so if you're on the computer, you just find your name, you click account, and then down at the gray box where there is your personal information, you can choose what type of award you want. And that is also a place that you can choose your award name. Like, so for instance, Ray Ray goes by Ray Ray, but her name's Rachel. So if she wanted her awards from Scentsy to be printed out with Ray Ray instead of Rachel, she could go in and put that in there. That's a little minute detail that a lot of people kind of look over sometimes. So Shooting Star. If you're training somebody, that should always be your first goal. Don't overwhelm them. Shooting Star needs to be everybody's goal. This is just a little flyer for you guys to see. This is something you could send your person. They can knock off 100 each time, and once they've done that, they've earned the Shooting Star Award. You can write down when your 15th day is. The 15th day starts the day you click join. So it's super important that you utilize your time so wisely. This is the current Shooting Star kit, and then like I said, this is the current Shooting Star kit description. Go in your workstation to check that out for updated information every single season. The next award that I want to talk to you guys about is the Scentsation Start Award. You can earn this award within your first 70 days. And something that's really great about this is there is actually a Shooting Star training guide in the workstation. We have placed it here for you in our Google Drive. This, I don't know if it's me doing that or what, but this explains how you can qualify to go through these things. And then this gives you tons and tons of ideas. I'm not going to read this to you guys because you guys know we need to be training ourselves. But these are all things that you can do to earn Scentsation Start. The great thing about Scentsation Start, here's also just another quick tracker. There are 3 levels of Scentsation Start, and there are different ways to qualify. So for instance, level 1, there's 2 different ways. You can qualify for Scentsation Start level 1 by having 1,500 PRV within your first 15 days, or having 500 PRV in 1 active new recruit. Active means that that person has sold at least 200 PRV. Okay, so once you meet that requirement, your reward for that is $50 in product credit, the pin or the charm, whichever one it is you chose, and then you get a certificate of achievement. Okay, and you can find your 70th day on your workstation. That's right there for you. Level 2, you can earn this once again 2 different ways: 3,000 PRV or 1,500 PRV in 1 new active recruit. Okay, once again, active is 200 PRV in 1 calendar month. It's really important that you guys realize that it's in 1 calendar month. And then the rewards you can get are here: $125 in product credit. You do get the level 1 and 2 pin or charm. You get the certificate, and then you get this really, really cool exclusive warmer. The only way you can get this warmer is by earning this award. You can't buy it. You can't do anything like that. Okay? And then last but not least, Scentsation Start level 3, I'm going to tell you right now, if you are earning Scentsation Start level 3, you are on all of our eyes. We are looking at you because Scentsation Start level 3 earners are the bosses, and you should all be striving to reach that. So level 3 is 6,000 PRV in your first 70 days, or 3,000 PRV and 2 new active recruits. So if you are just joining, please know that it is never, never, never too soon to sponsor. It's okay to not know everything, but that's how you're going to really grow your business. And then the rewards is $225 in product credit. You get all 3 pins or charms. You get your certificate. You get this warmer. You even get a little like trophy like thing, and you get to walk the stage at Scentsy Family Reunion. And guys, that is a huge deal. Like, you want to be on that stage. Quick note about the product credit: that will be given to you through your account tab on the following month's pay period from when your 70th day was. So for instance, if your 70th day was today, April 8th, you would not get your product credit until the following month, because they are going to do all of their runs the way that they do, etc. So you wouldn't get it on the 10th of this month, it will be the following month. And the great thing about that product credit is you can use it on items that you can earn PRV on, and you can also use it on business supplies. So Scentsation Start level 3, or all of the Scentsation Start awards, are a really great thing to make sure that you are reaching for. Okay? And then I'm going to move really quickly to how we get paid. I'm really sorry for that stuff that is like right here. It's really annoying. I apologize. So the pay, getting paid. I made like a quick little Q&A. So you get paid on everything that you sold PRV wise from 1 calendar month. So for instance, we will get paid on April 10th for everything that we sold in March. And you can see here it has the other acronyms, TWV and GWV. That is team wholesale volume and group wholesale volume. We'll go more into that later, but just know that your PRV will be paid for the following calendar month. Another thing that's really great about Scentsy is they have set up exactly when you are going to get paid. We know that payday is coming on the 10th of every single month, no foul, right? And like we said before, you get paid on the previous month's work. Where can you find your pay information? You go to your workstation and then you click reporting, performance, and then you scroll down to the left and you're going to see commissions history. And you're going to be able to see exactly how much you're going to get paid. And another great thing about that commissions history, and a lot of people don't realize this, is you can click on the different tabs once you have team members, etc., and it breaks down exactly how much you made for each thing, or for each different section. And Chloe's going to talk about the compensation plan here in just a minute. And then how we get paid, a lot of people ask that. So we get paid through Scentsy's pay portal. You will get an email about your pay portal, and you have to go and set that up, guys. That is sort of like a separate entity from Scentsy. They're using this other system to set up the pay portal. Okay, so once you set up that pay portal, you are going to get a Scentsy debit card, and you are able to use that Scentsy debit card, or you can transfer it to your bank account. You have that option once you set it up. Pay portal FAQ is right here in our drive. It is also in the workstation. I'm not going to read it to you, but you guys can go through all of that. Okay. And then the pro tips that I have for you with your paycheck, because let's be honest, a lot of people join Scentsy for the paycheck, or that was part of it, right? So the biggest thing that I want you guys to realize is that a lot of you are probably following other people on social media that have been doing Scentsy as long as we have. And this is so important. I have heard Heidi and Orville, who are our CEOs, say this over and over and over. You spend your Scentsy money that you make on family. Do not go and spend your family money on Scentsy. And if you join Scentsy and you are not going to stay with us because you're spending too much money, you're doing it wrong. Because you should not be dipping into your family money to take care of your Scentsy business. That is why all of us started from the get-go. Okay, so another pro tip is understanding your paycheck by going to the different tabs. Have a separate bank account or card for your business expenses. So I don't transfer my Scentsy money into our family account. I keep that kind of stuff separate. Same thing when I'm taking payment from customers. This is something that's big. Invest 10% of your paycheck back into your business. When you just start, that is going to be a small amount. And that's the purpose of why we say 10%. Because you can see a bunch of other people going and making crazy amounts of samples, but we've been doing this for 4 years. So we've been getting all of this product for free. We're making money with Scentsy. We can go and spend that. Your customers do not expect you to go and spend $5,000 on things when you just joined. Okay, so that comes to my next bullet with don't start spending more money until you start making money. Everything that you need is in your kit. Don't get caught up in the comparison game of what other Scentsy consultants are doing. You need to find the you and what's going to make you stand out anyway. One thing that I've always done from the beginning is I make a budget for myself. So how much am I going to allow myself to spend on free and half off? How much do I need to set aside for my website, for my Scentsy club, for all of those things? And what I do, guys, and I don't remember who even taught me this, but I just started doing it this year. I transfer everything off of my Scentsy card except for all of the things that are auto draft. So my website, my club, my budget for my free and half off stuff, all of that stays on my Scentsy card so that I don't have to worry about that money. My website fee is not a thought to me because it stays on that card. Okay. And then one thing I did want to point out about that Scentsy card, it is a great card, but if you get gas, they'll place a hold on your card and people like freak out because they like have held $100 and something. That's normal. Just don't use that card for that kind of thing. And then save your receipts. Okay, so hopefully if you guys have any questions about pay or anything like that, please put it in the comments and we'll make sure to come back at the end and answer any of those questions. Because if you guys have questions, anybody that's watching this later will probably also have questions. So I am going to stop sharing my screen, and hopefully I can now unmute Chloe, because she is going to talk to you guys about the compensation plan. Oh, okay, there you go, unmuted.
Praise Jesus, hallelujah. All right, so here we are. I do want to say this, I know I've said it so many times, but please, please, please take down your video, because we are putting these videos on YouTube. So please take down your video. And Chas, if you can make me the host, because you're the host, so you have to spotlight me. That was the whole situation, but it's fine. Everything's fine. Once you make me the host, we good? Okay, cool. All right, cool. Sweet. Okay, so I am going to be talking with you guys about the compensation plan, and I'm going to keep it very, very simple. I'm going to show you guys the compensation plan that we are actually going to load for y'all, and that is right here. And so let's pull it up. All right, so Chas, nod your head if you can see my screen. Okay, awesome. So when it comes to getting paid, it is so important, even as a new consultant, even if you are within our groups, which you should be because you're on this training, and say you didn't get trained, right? It happens. People do not get trained all the time, whether it be an Anchored Scents team of groups or whether it be in other groups. It just happens. And we want to make sure that you guys know, number one, where to find this, okay? It is in every single consultant hand guide. Now, I always buy, by the way, I buy a new consultant hand guide every single season. So I think that's really important for y'all to know right away, that when the seasons change, especially, not even if you're going to sponsor, if you want to stay at certified, which I'll talk about in a second, which is totally fine, we want you to know your stuff. And every single catalog change, there could be something different in the consultant hand guide, and it's only a couple dollars. So I just wanted to let y'all know that you can add almost anything from the Scentsy Success store to a party you close, including this. So that's exactly what I do. That's why I have the newest one now. It's because I'm always adding the new one to a party I close when the season drops. So let's talk about the compensation plan. When you join Scentsy, you're called an essential consultant, which is actually kind of funny because when I was looking over this, I was thinking about like essential workers right now, and I was like, this is cool because essential consultant, anyways, that's where I'm at this week. But when you're an essential consultant, you are literally at the very start of your business. You're making 20% commission. Now, what does that mean? Commission is the money you make off the products bought from your website, okay? It's a commission of the product. So you're making 20% as an essential consultant, okay? And then you guys heard whenever they were talking about Shooting Star and Scentsanational Start and all these really great goals. And I'm gonna be honest, I was not trained on earning Shooting Star and on earning Scentsanational Start. And you know what? It is nobody's fault but my own. I should have read this. And so I also want to tell every new consultant on here, it 100% is your responsibility to make sure that you are reading this handbook. This is your training guide. I'm going to be really honest. As a new consultant, and I did not take my business seriously when I first joined. So I thought, I don't need to read this. I'm good. I missed Shooting Star. I only earned Scentsanational Start level 1, and I could have earned level 3. So please hear me when I say those awards that Chasity went over are pivotal to the future of your success. And if I would have really buckled down and would have realized, and y'all are hearing it now from us, this is what we do. We need to be striving to earn these awards. And if you didn't earn these awards, that does not mean that you don't train your team members to not earn these awards. And I'm going to be really honest, there's a lot of that happening, with upper leadership. And that is another reason why we decided to start this program, because we understand that some of your uplines do not care to train you on earning these awards, but I'm here to tell you it's so important, not only for you to prove yourself wrong and to show yourself, you know what, I can do this, but also to help you promote to certified. There's a reason they do Shooting Star. They want to help you launch your business, guys, so you can get to certified, your first promotion right here quicker. So certified consultant is a 5% pay raise. There is no timeline on it. So it is different from Shooting Star. It is different from Scentsation Start. And it's also different from lead all the way up to Superstar Director. With certified, you have unlimited time to get certified. But in saying that, I don't want you to think, okay, well, I'll just do a little here and a little there. No. I want you guys to run as fast as you can after certified. And in the coming weeks, we're going to help you guys learn how to build a business, how to really get great sales from your customers, how to do this thing. And in order for you, honestly, to get to certified, so I'm speaking to new consultants right now, you have to show movement in your business. And what I mean in that is right now we're virtual, right? Well, Chasity and Ray both have talked about, you know, we're a virtual business right now, and mostly Ray. So it's important for y'all to understand that you are going to have to really do some really brave, bold things in your business in order to get the sales that you need to get in order to promote. And I did see a couple people comment and say that they had put some stuff on credit cards before and all that. No, your Scentsy money needs to be spent on your family and yourself. You do not need to be spending any money aside from what came in your kit. Your kit has everything that you need to be successful. You need to show what's in that kit. We are virtual, right? So when we get into the party phase of this training program, we're going to virtually show you guys, tell you guys how to really hype up these products. They don't necessarily have to smell them for you to sell it. And I can prove that because my PRV was $6,300 last month because of how I virtually worked my business. So I know I bunny trailed a little bit, but I want you guys to know how important it is to aim for certified in your first 30 days. And that is my challenge for every one of you. Certified doesn't need to be something that you trickle along with and just say, okay, well, I'm going to get certified later. Even if this is a hobby for you, even if you joined and you're a kitnapper, meaning you wanted that $99 kit so you could just get all the things, that's great, that's fine. But challenge yourself to prove yourself wrong and get to certified as quickly as you can. After certified, there are a ton of promotions that you can earn, and we are actually in the process of making a really, really cool, I guess, outline with a bunch of content, pretty much reinventing the promotion old chart that a lot of you guys have seen. And so when we get to that week, you guys are going to be fully freaking confident, and you're going to know exactly how to promote up in leadership. You're going to know exactly how to teach your downline on how to promote. And this is going to be huge for a lot of you who really don't know what you're doing when it comes to teaching your team on how to promote. And a lot of you don't know how to promote because you have not learned this compensation plan. And so this is actually going to be a part of our homework, which is really, really cool. And we will be posting that in a bit for y'all to do, but just make sure that above all else that you know, when you're an essential consultant, you don't have to sponsor. You don't have to have what's called TWV or GWV. You need none of those things. It's all reflective on you. And listen to me, sales are in your control. They are in your control. And so if you are sitting right now and you have been at 400 PRV and it's been, you know, almost 70 days and you're still not certified, I want to challenge you to really think, what have you done to grow your business, to grow your network, to go virtual? Because a lot of times I'll look on people's Facebook pages that tell me they can't get any sales and they haven't posted about their business at all. They haven't shown products in their hands. And we're going to get into that and really teach y'all how to do that. But I want you to understand that sales have everything to do with you. It is totally different from when you grow a team. When you grow a team, which again, we'll talk about in the upcoming weeks, but when you grow a team, you do have to really, you have to sit on the fact that you're not in control of getting paid a title. It does have to do with something called TWV. And right now, like those of you, again, that are essential, that are stuck, this is a you problem that we will give you solutions to. But just know that there is 150 different ways to sell these products right now without anybody smelling a thing. That doesn't, like, we will help you with that. So I wish I could tell you guys more right now, but this is all that I have. And so that is the compensation plan. And I want you guys making sure that when you're teaching your downline on how to promote, I really want to encourage you, shoot for 30 days. To promote to certified. None of this like, okay, we'll see what happens. No, it's shooting star in your first 15 days. And when we earn that, we're going to go to certified, because it's going to help increase your belief and ability that you can do this. You're going to prove yourself wrong. You're going to be able to grow a customer base. $1,000 in sales are quite a few customers, right? So there's a reason that Scentsy has that. And so I want you guys really launching forward when it comes to this first promotion, because once you get certified, you either have the option then to decide, okay, I'm going to hobby this out, or I'm going to talk with my sponsor and I'm going to learn how to promote and I'm going to learn how to make more money. So I am going to go ahead and now pass it over to Katie.
Hey, you guys. Can you guys hear me okay? If it goes out, it's storming and my Wi-Fi keeps going in and out. So just FYI, y'all. I have to keep moving around this whole house. So I want to talk about a little bit about the chain of command. When you first join, what that looks like and where you should be finding your information from. Yes, you join underneath your sponsor, but you don't need to be messaging your sponsor 24/7 asking them a million things. There's literally a million resources right at your fingertips, right there for you. So when you're a brand new consultant, your go-to is going to be your workstation. That's where you're going to log in. You're going to do your first things first checklist. You're going to do all of that stuff. Your workstation is full of gold. Ray went through a lot of that, but there is literally a ton of information. How many times do you get a question about how much is the scent of the month or the warmer of the month? It's right there in your workstation. When's this go on sale? Your news tab. If I can say one thing, your news tab needs to be like clocking into your job. You don't need to be relying on your team page or your sponsor, your director to post on your team page to know what's going on. That's your responsibility as a business owner. So checking your news tab every single day. Your team page, and Ray touched on this, your team page, whatever team page you're on, chances are there is a million things on any subject you want to know. Facebook parties, bag parties, all of those things, if you put it in the search bar of that team page at the very, very top. If you're a brand new consultant, or maybe you're a seasoned consultant and you have a question, before you reach out to a person, look it up for yourself. Look it up for yourself. It's going to make you a better business owner, and it's going to make you a more confident business owner. I talk to a lot of people that say they don't want to sponsor because they feel like they don't have the answers, and they don't want to sponsor. They're scared to sponsor because they don't know enough. And I'm going to say that you don't need to know the answers when you sponsor. If there was no team page, if there was no sponsor, if there was no director, there is still literally everything right at your fingertips that you need to be successful. There's YouTube and there's your workstation, and that's literally all you need. Literally all you need. So before you reach out to your sponsor, know what their business hours are. If you don't know what your sponsor or your director, your star director, your superstar director's business hours are, if it's 9 o'clock at night, I promise you they're not going to answer your question about how much the scent of the month is. I promise you, they're not going to do it. So think about the type of questions that you ask. Where can you find that information first? Google. If all else fails, Google it. You can find it on Google. I promise you can find it on Google. Consultant chat support. There is nothing in Scentsy that is an emergency. Nothing. There's nothing. Nothing in this business that is an emergency. Nothing. Not adding people to team pages, not answering questions. None of that is emergent. that needs to be done at 10, 11 o'clock at night. None of it. There is something called consultant support or chat. If you absolutely cannot find your answer, that is what their job is. Their job is to be support to the consultant. That's why they're named consultant support. Reach out to them. They are some of the nicest human beings you will ever meet in your life. So if you can't find your answer, chat. They have a chat box if you don't like to talk to people. Then reach out to your sponsor. Well, post on your team page. Whatever page you're on, post it. One or two things. More than likely, if you have a question, there is somebody else on that team that has the same exact question. There is somebody else that has that same question. I'm going to say something about team pages that has nothing to do with chain of command. But if you're on a team page and you see information, you see tips shared, you see all of that stuff shared, somebody took time to post on that team page. Somebody took time to put that tip on that team page. So don't just use a team page to take information. Team pages are a privilege. They are not a right. It is nobody's responsibility to run a team page, to post on your team page. It's not your director's responsibility, your sponsor's responsibility. If you're on a team page, it is your responsibility to contribute. So if you're on a team page and you're just taking and you're not commenting, you're not posting information, but you're just taking information, you're taking more than you're giving. So don't do that. Don't do that. Somebody took time to post, so you post too. So post on your team page. Then reach out to your sponsor. Reach out to your sponsor during their business hours, whatever their business hours are, and give them time to respond. Don't message them 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times in a row saying, "Did you get my message? Did you get my message? Did you get my message?" Most people, as you can see on this call, just me, Chloe, Chasity, and Ray Ray alone, we're moms. Some of us work full time. We have lives outside of Scentsy too. So do give your sponsor time to respond to you. If you do not hear from your sponsor and you've already reached out to customer support and you didn't get the answer that you wanted, then reach up to your upline, to your star director, to your superstar director. After you've already done those avenues first to find the answer for yourself. At the end of the day, Ray said this right, you're a business owner the day you hit join. And when I hit join, I haven't heard from my sponsor since. And it made me a better business owner. Honestly, had she would have trained me up and given me all the information I've ever needed, I probably wouldn't be here. It made me a better business owner, because if you're hungry enough for this business, you're going to find what Bulb bought the Country Light Warmer needs. You're going to find out how much that spend of the month is. You're going to find out what's on sale. You're going to find out what's being released. You're going to find all that out because you want it. And at the end of the day, if you want it, you're going to find the answer. You're not going to need anybody's help to find any answer. You're going to find it yourself. And there's so many resources, and Ray covered that. There is so many resources on YouTube. If you want to do a Facebook party, a bingo party, a home party, you literally type it into YouTube and you're going to find a trillion videos on it. But you have to be willing to go look for it, and you have to be willing to be a sponge and soak up all that information in. Don't just come to the table to be fed and not do the dishes. Don't just come to the table and not prep the dinner. Don't do that. Do not do that. Yes, I'm hungry. I haven't eaten dinner yet. That is it, though. That's your chain of command. Be patient. You have all these resources and amazing leaders pouring into you. There's literally, you guys have leadership pages, you have team pages, amazing sponsors, directors, superstar directors, star directors. Don't take it for granted, because none of that is required. Honestly, if Facebook got deleted tomorrow, Facebook pages are not required by Scentsy. They are a gift. They are a gift that often get taken for granted. So do not take them for granted. Contribute and give more than you take. That's it.
So good. So obviously I'm going to put all of us on here now. If they have anything else to say, which I know they probably will, because I have something else to say, so it'll make them think of other things to say. But this was very basic, right? And the reason we're doing this, which I'm not even going to lie, this is very hard for me. I haven't talked about essential to certified consultant that in depth in 8 years, okay? But we realize that if these foundations are not understood and set, and I want you guys to understand why we're talking about these things that seem so like tiny and they seem like little details, but the issue that we've seen in people either promoting and never getting paid at title, or flip-flopping back and forth and getting paid at title, or people that stay in a certain position and absolutely never promote to the next one, it almost always has to do with the foundation they built their business on. And we want you guys to be grounded and rooted into a business that, whether or not you want to grow this thing, like you've heard all 4 of us talk about, you can probably hear that we're very passionate about what this business can do for you. Regardless of that, we want you to understand the small details that build a foundational business. So a couple things I want to mention really quick that are very important. Your website. Your website is extremely important. Now listen, this is $10 after your first 3 months in Scentsy. It will take that money out of your account tab, whatever card you signed up with. So if you want to change that card, you can go to your account tab. It's the little naked head person with the little body, and you click that. It's different now than it used to be, and you can go to your account tab, and that's also where you can edit your profile. I want you to have your story up there. Everybody has a story. Everybody, even you. And your story matters. You need to put a piece of your story on your website. So if I went to your website, I could connect with you. Guys, connection is everything. We live in a world that is craving real, that is craving connection. And that's why I'm so excited for us to talk about partying and branding and all of that stuff, because all 4 of us are always learning on how to do that. Heck, I just joined a class with Ray on how to market better. And like, I'm never going to stop learning. And so your website, you need to make sure that you have a story on there, that you pick out your 3 favorite scents. And listen to me, you want to hear my biggest pet peeve is whenever you have those 2 little girls with the little buddies as your picture on your website. You need to put your picture on your website, either of you or you and your animals or you and your kids. You need to have a picture on your website that reflects, this is my business, baby. Like, I am here. That is so important. Customize it. Same as when you're opening your parties, which we'll talk about in the party week. But I know that we talked a lot about the news tab and about all these little tabs, but listen to me, you need to make sure, if you haven't done this yet, and I know a lot of you haven't because I was this person, you need to, tonight when we get off this call, you need to go through your workstation and click every button. Every button. I want you to click every button, and I want you to open it, and I want you to look at what's going on. I want you to type into the search engine on your workstation different things so you can find them. I want you to find where consultant chat is. You should also have consultant support's number in your phone. I realize a lot of you don't have that. So make sure that tonight, that's another thing that you go ahead and set up and you have it on your phone. So when you need to call them, you don't have to go on your workstation or text your sponsor, which if you text me that, I'm probably not going to reply for 24 hours. I'm going to be very honest, because that is right at the top right-hand corner of your workstation. So I want to challenge all of our new people, which we are so excited to have all of our new consultants in their first 70 days here. Check out every tab on your workstation. Go to your account tab. Check out everything within your account tab. Make sure your address is right. Make sure you select how you want to be recognized. You can change the different types of recognition that you want. Make sure with Warmer of the Month and Scent of the Month, listen, you want to know what your Scentsy Bible is? It's this. Warmer of the Month, Scent of the Month, Scentsation Start, Shooting Star, how to set up a launch party, how to run a business is here. Right here. And guess what? It came in every single kit. And if you joined on the $15 kit, don't say you don't have it, because if you type in consultant guide into your search engine, on your workstation, it comes up. There's also something called a product training guide. This is very, very important. This comes in your starter kit, and I also buy this every season change. Ray Ray's showing it. If you don't have this, it's okay. If you've been in Scentsy for a long time and you realize you haven't bought a product training kit or training guide since 2017, it's fine. We're here to help you and say that you need to go ahead and add it onto your next party so you can have it. Guys, that's how you're going to learn about the products. You should not be learning about your products by asking your sponsor. You need to learn about your, and we're telling you this, and I know that Chasity even commented, and I caught that, where she said, look, we're not being ugly, but listen, if y'all don't realize this, you're going to realize it very quick. I'm black and white. Chastity's the same as me. Katie's a little nicer, and Ray Ray is like a free bird, but she will tell you straight. That's how us four are. We do not sugarcoat anything. And so these are tools that are going to help you be a better business owner. You should not be waiting on your sponsor to train you to party. Okay, we're going to talk about that in the party week, but that's another issue I've seen is you guys are waiting to have someone tell you how to launch your business. And if you open this, there's multiple pages on how to party from Scentsy right in here. And so I really want to encourage you guys to not only get on your workstation and click the buttons and look at your account tab, make sure your address is right. If you want to change your card information, when you set up your Scentsy card, you can put your card into your account tab. So again, that scent of the month, when you decide to sign up for that, or warmer of the month in your website, when it pulls out after 4 months or 3 months and it starts pulling it out of your account, you can put it on your Scentsy card. Make sure you're clicking on these things, and also make sure you're reading. This is a business. Y'all, I was a nurse for 6 years, and I can tell you right now, if I didn't read and learn the things I needed to do when I had to do trach care or I had to do a wound vac, I would have struggled. This is a business. Regardless of if you're doing it as a hobby or if you decide you want to do this thing, you have to read and know. You have to read. And I'm saying that because I hate reading. But listen, if you don't read this consultant hand guide, I can't help you much more. We can't help you much more. And again, I'm saying this because I wish I did it. I wish I did it because it was irresponsible. It was ridiculous for me as a business owner to think that I didn't have to read it. And I'm going to be honest with my new consultants from here on out, because I haven't been very good at it. This is the first thing they're going to have to do is read this, because this is going to make you feel more confident and more like, okay, I got this. When you read that product training guide, you're going to be like, I know exactly what the counter clean does before somebody asks you, right? You're going to be proactive. So I just wanted to throw that in there and see if any of the girls, do y'all have anything else you want to add from week 1? Okay, cool.
Okay, so just a couple things. Chloe pretty much hit on every other thing I was going to add in there. So especially if you're brand new to Scentsy, so many people join Scentsy and they've never even used it, but they catch the vision of all of these other people. The product training guide is life. I literally, just like Chloe, I have it right here next to my desk. I was making some customer videos this week.
Oh, hold that thought, y'all. We're just a little bit frozen. Just wait a minute. It's okay. Everything is perfectly fine. She will unfreeze in a minute. We will wait for her to unfreeze. I love that stop motion though. It's great. It really reflects what's going on today. All right, let me see if I can unspotlight her, and that may help. You never know. You know what's funny though? You can definitely tell this training is going to be so great because the enemy keeps trying to do everything that he can to make this not happen. And I'm here to tell you that Satan can sit down, because this is going to happen, and we're going to grow more directors and more leaders this year than we ever have. So I just have to throw that out there because I am done playing this game. We have been playing this game since 8:30 tonight, and I'm done playing the game. But I know Chasity, until she gets back on, Ray or Katie, do y'all have anything else that y'all want to throw in there for them from this week? Anything basic, anything that they need to know? about awards, about getting paid, about the compensation plan, about their team page. Yeah, there you go.
Chastity said her internet went out. Oh, she said the only thing she was gonna say is the fact. Oh, okay. So the other thing Chastity was gonna say, and then I'll say what I was gonna say. Chastity just wanted y'all to realize that a lot of people don't realize, especially when you're new, when you sell 2,000 in a single month, you're gonna get paid at 30%. That's a lot, y'all. That's a lot. That's an automatic $600 paycheck. So that's why we as leaders strive for that 2,000, because we want to get that 30%. So remember that. And just because you're brand new, I don't care if you joined an hour ago, 2,000 PRV is doable, guys. I know it sounds like a lot, but that's why we party. That's why we continuously market on social media. That's why we put our personal orders into our own parties. Okay, it's doable. And the best way to get your 2,000, in my opinion, break it up by weeks. Okay, you could do $500 a week in sales and hit your 2,000. There you go. Okay, so that's what Chastity wanted to say. The thing that I just wanted to go back on a little bit is when you start showing up on your team page, that is when your business is going to change, okay? Please don't feel like you don't have anything to offer, because even if you are sending a mail out saying thank you to your customer, take a picture of it and share it, because I promise you someone on your team page is going to be affected by what you just did, and it's going to motivate them to start taking care of their customers, okay? Yes, hashtag how I'm working, Anna, okay? That is a new thing. Do hashtag how I'm working, snap a picture, post it on your team page, okay? Promise. When I started showing up on Katie's page, because in case y'all didn't know, Katie is my sponsor, I just realized that Katie's my sponsor and Chloe, your Chastity's sponsor. But so once I started showing up, that was when I really gained confidence in myself. Like, oh, okay, well, you know, if I'm showing them what I'm doing and they really love it, then maybe I do have something to offer. So everything that y'all are doing matters, so please share it. Do not be greedy. Don't be like, oh, I don't want people to copy my ideas. Guess what? If people are copying you, you're doing something right. Hands down. That's all I had to say.
Yeah, I already knew Katie had something to say. This is what happens, you guys, but this is us. You know what I mean? This is us. Oh, wait. Okay. You're muted, Katie.
You know.
Yeah.
Be excited for your business. I said this on one of the call. Every month, you should want to shock yourself. And it kills me when people go into every month saying, I hope to get active this month. I hope to get my 500 in this month. I hope to do this. Stop hoping for it. Be excited for your business. I know I said this on my team training. So many people start out excited because they're excited to hit Shooting Star and they're excited to hit Scentsation Start. They're excited to hit certified, but you don't be excited for the milestone. Be excited for your business. Be excited for what your business can do. And Ray said it right on. My goal every month is at least $2,500 a month to make enough to hit annual sales. It's $2,500 every single month to hit annual sales. But my goal every month is to shock myself and break that up into parties. That's not going to just happen overnight. That's the little things done consistently that add up and create the big things. But so many people sell themselves short going into every month saying, I can't sponsor 2 people. Why can't you if you have one conversation a day, one a day for 30 days? I mean, why can't you sell yourself short and play it safe when you're robbing yourself of everything that this business can offer? So I guess all I want to say is just be excited for your own business. Nobody's going to be as excited for you. And I'm going to tell you, people are drawn to excitement. They want to buy a product from excited consultants. They want to host with excited consultants. They want to join with excited consultants. And if you're not excited,
people are going to go to the person that is excited about their business. And if you're not excited and you've been doing this for a while, you need to really sit back and say, why did you join and what do you want out of this business? Your dreams are not big enough if you are not excited for your business. They're not. They're not big enough if you're not excited. Your dream, no matter if you're tired, if you're sick, your dream should make you work on the days that you don't feel like working, because you know what you're working for, and it's absolutely 100% worth it. So be excited for your business. Every month, pretend you're a new consultant, hitting Shooting Star, that you're in your first 70 days Sensational Start. Be excited like the day you hit that join button. Be excited. That's it.
Yeah, well, and like you don't have to know everything. And I think a lot of times people are like, I need to know all these things. I need to do all these things. And it's like, no, listen to if your sponsor isn't telling you what to do, listen to us. Through this program, we're going to tell you what to do. If you're not going to take the opportunity to go live with your starter kit right now, it's crazy. And we're going to talk about this next week, but it doesn't make sense to me. Every new person and everybody, period, should be going live virtually. That's why I'm so excited about when we talk about that, I think in week 3. But you need to be doing things that you see successful people do. That's why right away, I emailed everybody with every YouTube channel. So again, go check your email again, and you need to subscribe to every single one of our YouTube channels, because we are going to teach you guys things that we do. One of my biggest pet peeves that I can't stand in certain people with Scentsy is them telling people to do things that they don't do. It's literally always been my biggest pet peeve. It always will be. And I'm here to tell you, all 4 of us, we grind every month. There is no, well, maybe this month will be okay. It's okay. I'm definitely going to hit 2,000. Now let's go to 3,500. I'm definitely sponsoring 2 people. There's no in between. There's no like, okay, well, let's get on a call and teach people to do things we don't do. I want y'all to know that every single thing that comes out of our mouth, we're doing. Or when it comes to this basic content, like the product training guide, like the consultant guide, I wish I read it more. That was very irresponsible of me to be taking people's money and to not know what products I was selling them. And so I want you guys to know that you can expect out of us with this program to hear content that is relevant, content of things that we are, again, doing. And you can really just expect to hear things that are working. And you've got to start looking at people that are successful if you want to be successful. That's what you guys need to do immediately. That's what Katie did. I didn't even know Katie, and I saw she had like a $2,600 a month, and that's why I reached out to her. That's the only reason I texted her. But I was identifying leaders then, and I didn't even have a system for it. It's just what I did. And then Katie had Ray Ray, and Ray Ray mirrored what Katie did because Katie mirrored what I did. Okay. And so that's lit. And then same with Chasity. Once Chasity started mirroring more of what I did, she promoted to SSD within 2 months. So you need to understand that it is powerful, like doing what successful people do, especially in this business. So again, don't think that you're copying us. Don't think like we don't care. We want you to be authentic. We're going to teach you how to do that. But you need to understand that if you don't take action, especially in everything we talk about every week in the homework that Ray Ray is going to post in a little bit, you have to take action. You have to take action in your business. So the homework is going to be, Ray Ray, do you want to tell them really quick before we get off for week 1?
Yeah. So the homework is going to be posted on the Guide to Growth Facebook page. Okay. So make sure you see it, and I'm going to be looking for y'all's responses. But it's going to be looking at the compensation plan. We're going to have there's a link up there. You have to click the link to look at the comp plan. Okay. But we want you to comment what you need in order to promote. Okay. So if you're essential, we want to know what you need to get to certified. If you're certified, we want to know what you need to get to lead, so on and so forth. I want you guys to be super specific. Okay. For certified or for lead and above, you need 3 things. Okay. Unless you're going to director, then you need 4. But I want to know those 3 things. Okay. The PRV thing, people think it's a given. It's not a given. You need to know what you personally need to promote. Okay. That's why Scentsy is not considered a pyramid scheme, is because when you start climbing the ladder, you can't just sit back and collect a paycheck off your team without doing the work. Okay, so that's why it's super important that you need to know what you personally need in that single month to promote. And you're going to comment it, okay? The other thing is to tell us the timeline for Shooting Star and Scentsation Start, okay? This is super important, especially if you are in your first 70 days, 15 days, but also if you are going to recruit. You need to know this so you can share it with your newbies, okay? So stay tuned. I'm expecting, there's like 500 people in that group. I'm expecting 500 comments. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying I'm going to respond to 500 comments, but I'm expecting to see 500 comments.
Well, and honestly, this is your group. This isn't for us. You respond to comments.
Yeah.
You interact. You meet people. You find your people. This program can be the program where you meet your people, but if you decide that you want to be just within yourself and you don't want to share with the community, like I ride a Peloton bike, and when I'm riding, there's all these hands that pop up and I can like high five people I don't even know. I do it all the time because I don't care if I don't know them. I want them to feel good because it's their 10th ride or 100th ride or whatever. So I'm saying that because it is very important that y'all understand that your engagement in this program and your engagement in, you know, hyping these people up and liking people's reactions and comments that you don't know, that's what we do, by the way. So, you know, stretch yourself in this program. Don't just do the homework, but tag somebody. Tag somebody. Don't just
tag somebody. And if you see that they're missing a component, like reply to them and say, hey, you're missing something, or hey, you need this, or hey, you know, like help each other out. That is the beauty of Scentsy. We are a family. We are a community. We are better together. Exactly, Chas. Exactly.
And Chas, I know we're about to end and you're back, but Katie Ray went over what you wanted to say. Are you good? You good to go? Okay, she's good. All right. Well, I'm going to stop